Inspirational Learning, a place where you can come to and learn how to. How to in business, formats, science, math, financial, tech, and more. Let Inspirational Learning teach you.
Hello, welcome to Inspirational Learning. Here today, we'll be learning about integers, opposites, and absolute values. Integers are numbers that range from negative to positive utilizing the Z symbol. The Z symbol equals integers. So the numbers that range from negative to positive numbers are all the numbers that are in that particular set, including the number 0. So if I was to draw an example, I'll just use a number line which best represents integers, and then I'll simply place the number 0 here, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 in a positive direction. Integers continue in a positive direction infinitely, as well as -1, -2, -3, and -4. Integers also go infinitely in a negative direction, in which you can see they are all whole numbers. So integers are utilized in different equations. Mathematical equations is also utilized to tell where opposites lie for whole numbers. For example, a +2. We want to know what is the opposite of a +2. Well, the opposite of +2 will be a number that has the same amount of units from 0 as the 2. So let's look at how many units that go to 0. 1, 2. It takes exactly 2 units to get to 0, for 2 to get to 0. Conversely, let's see what other numbers can make it to 0 in the same amount of units. That will be 1 and 2, -2. So -2 has the same amount of units to the number 0 as +2. Therefore, -2 is an opposite of +2 because of those same amount of units from the number 0. With that being said, you can analyze what an absolute value is. An absolute value is considered the amount of units away from 0, just as we explained with the opposites. So if we were to take the number -4 and say, hey, what is the absolute value of -4? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4 units away from 0. Therefore, the absolute value of -4 is just 4. +4. Any absolute value number, whether it's negative or positive, that is within the absolute value will always end up being a positive number. So if I was to ask you, what is greater, the absolute value of -3 or a +2 absolute value? And someone would think like, oh, I know this. -3 is less than 2. But that may not be the case when it comes to absolute value. Therefore, let's draw a number line. In your number line, you place your 0 and put the corresponding numbers, 1, 2 in a positive direction, and -1, -2, and negative 3 in the negative direction. So let's see how many units they are from 0. For the positive 2, it'll be 1, 2, exactly 2 units. Therefore, the absolute value of 2 is 2. And then for negative 3, it is 1, 2, 3 units away from 0. Therefore, the absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. Therefore, the absolute value of negative 3 is greater than the absolute value of positive 2. And that concludes our session for today. Thank you for learning with us at Inspirational Learning. If you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel.